Hi there, Gemini. As I noted in my planetary activity for the month of April, 5 planets are retrograde, and this is causing quite a bit of discord, arguments, disagreements, and with Mercury going retrograde as well, there's going to be misunderstandings, and it appears each sign is finding different ways to stay under the radar but still be productive, and you found a very interesting way. Let me get into the reading. On the bottom left, the main card for the base of your spine, it's the Six of Cups. It's a card of memories, a card of childhood memories. It could also mean somebody from your past will walk back into your life, with the clarification card being 3, and the Six of Cups being 6. It could be a denominator of 3 or 6 weeks, days, months. But this would only happen for a few of you. In this instance, I'm feeling like it's not just a walk down memory lane, but it's more like you're taking away something that you learned from your childhood and you're making it into an idea, a vision, a plan. And this plan is exploding into some kind of reality because the clarification card is the Three of Wands, which is the card of moving forward. Plans have been made. The wheels are turning around and your idea is turning into a reality. Now up in the sacrum or pelvic, for your awakening and arousing, receive the Hierophant. It's a card about solidarity in this instance. People of like-minded ideas are into some order of conformity, and you're rethinking this. You don't want to be a conformist. You want to branch out and be independent. And I'm saying that because the Six of Swords as the clarification card is a moving on card. Or let me say, in this instance, it's more like moving away. You don't want to be part of the crowd. You don't want to be a sheeple anymore. And it's time for you to move on to somewhere else, and what you're doing is you're seeking a new spiritual inner you. Now the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords are related. You're moving on and away with this new idea. Up above the Hierophant and the Six of Swords is the Five of Wands. You receive the Five of Wands twice. The conflict card. This is a skirmish of the meaning of life from the conflicts in your life, but here it's an inner struggle, a struggle in darkness. You want to rediscover something or discover something. It's a battle of cooperative change within yourself. And this is related to the Hierophant because the Hierophant is number 5, and you have 2 Five of Wands. It's also indicating the duality of you as a Gemini. You're yin and yang, both of you. Your shadow self and your good self, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing, both of them are struggling with this new idea of a spiritual revolution, a big change in the status quo of your feelings of society and yourself, because this reaches to the outside world. Now here in the center card, for the heart of the matter, you receive the Hermit. This is indicating you're looking for a new spiritual you. You're looking for illumination, which means spiritual enlightenment in Latin. And the Hierophant, the word in Latin means to show or make known. And this is what you're striving for. The light in the lamp is the star of the seal of Solomon for enlightenment, and his staff is the guide for you. And then the clarification card is the Nine of Cups. Let's look at it again for the numbers. The Hermit is 9, and then you got the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, the card of happiness. You're finding it's very fortuitous now that you're seeking some new spiritual you. And there's going to be some luck involved in it. On the bottom right, the main card for throat, for communicating and teachings, you receive the Empress. She unifies the body, mind, and spirit into the material world. So it wants you to bring from your spiritual new inner self all of this into the material world. Her shield is emblematic of the planet Venus. This is also a reality of duality, because Venus is the morning star rising in the east, or the evening star setting in the west. And this symbolizes a duality of endings and new beginnings. She injects passion into your life, and she wants you to develop this passion to enjoy the process and the rewards. And usually when you're happy spiritually, you're happy physically too, and vice versa. She brings into the mind intangible ideas of spirituality into the material world of conscious growth. She's not only about Venus, but she's about every sign in the zodiac. And the clarification card is temperance. It's telling you to temper yourself, but let's look at the number of temperance. It's the number 14. Now let's add 1 and 4 together and equals 5. So we go back up to the 2, 5 of Wands, and she's saying, don't overdo the struggle inside yourself. Allow it to flow easily within yourself. Don't push it. Moderate yourself. Temper these ideas, and they'll explode into something more than you even could imagine. Now up in the third eye, for envisioning and seeing, receive the Moon card. Normally I say, oh, secrets and deception, but here you're looking into the shadows now. You don't have any fear. You're not restraining yourself anymore. You're expanding yourself, even in the darkness. Light might fail to shine, but you're still being able to see a light, a small glimmer, and you want to explore. You want to know more about this. The Moon is saying that you're soul searching. Both sides of yourself, your shadow self and your good self. There's an awareness of expectancy and hesitancy at the same time. You're living in a stillness that detects every subtle sound, and you're not just in the night, but you're part of it. It belongs to you now. And the clarification card is the Queen of Wands. The nurturing mother, but she's fire energy. The Queen of Wands to me is, she wants you to review your life from where you came from, and that's the 6 of Cups, where you're going, which the Hierophant is the fulcrum of this right now, and where you want to go in the future, and what's going to make you happy, and what's the purpose of your life. And right now you think you're going to find this answer with a new spiritual awakening. Up above, the main card for the crown, for knowing and understanding, is the King of Cups. He's a mature man. He can soothe any hurt emotions and feelings. He's the king of emotions. But he can stay stoic while he's making decisions. But the main key here is that he's open-minded. And that's where you're at right now too. And the clarification card is the Star. The star is a beacon. It's constant and unchanging. Tells us where we're at on the earth. It guides us in various directions to find locations. But the funny thing about mortals is we're constantly changing, whereas the heavens are not. The star rules Aquarius, and this is indicating this whole spread is about you. And the planet Uranus rules the star card. He's considered the great awakener, seeking universal truths. And right now for you, traditional ways are going out the door. Established patterns and structures are not pleasing to Uranus. Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury. And you're throwing out emotions with the baby and the bathwater. And I'm saying this because the past card on the left is the Fool. And Mercury rules the Fool. And there's also a connection to Uranus, to the Fool. So this is saying, yeah, this is you. The Fool is spiritus. It's a life breath. It's a self-discovery card. And it's saying that you went on an intentional spiritual quest to discover yourself. This is so excellent. Now here the future card is the Nine of Swords. Everybody hates to see the Nine of Swords. It means anxious, worry, negative things. But here, it's a completion card. You're going over the finish line. And it's related to the Nine of Cups and the Nine of the Hermit. This is the two sides to the story. The mortal you finding a reality, a spiritual reality. Now I pulled a clarification card because I hate to leave the future card kind of negative, even though I don't think it is. And you receive the Sun card. It's saying a new day is dawning. You discovered the spiritual you, or as much as you can right now. But it's like the sun is not only shining on you, it's shining in you because you found more of the spiritual you. Let's get into it. The center cards, you receive the Six of Cups and the Five of Wands. The Six of Cups is the memory card. It's about childhood and nostalgia, walking down memory lane. But you know, not all our memories from the past are pleasant. Sometimes, you know, we idealize and idolize and even distort the past. And when we face reality, or finally face it, we're disappointed. Now the clarification card is the Five of Wands. I call this card the search for the meaning of life from the conflicts in your life. And usually when you see this card, some type of conflict or struggle is hitting you full force. And many times this is an inner struggle with the outer world, and it's a battle for cooperative change. Now the cards above are the Empress and the Two of Cups. This is for your prospects of the future. The Empress can be about unifying the spirit, mind, and physical body in the material world with the pleasures of senses, fulfillment of life, and the power of unconditional love. She represents Mother Earth and Alamada, the mother of all, the nurturer, that manifests fertility in our life. Now for prospects, in this case, I think the Empress is more of a temptress of the senses and pleasures. It might be even indicating some sensual arousal, especially now that Venus is going direct from its retrograde slumber that's caused a drought and passion for many of the signs, not only you. You're not alone. But this is just about the prospects of the future, because the past card on the bottom left, the main past card, is the Two of Cups again. The prospects of your future are indelibly connected to your past, because you received the Two of Cups twice. The Two of Cups is about harmonious relationships, deeper emotional bonds that can be manifested. And it doesn't have to be through a love affair. It can be with family and friends too. But here, the clarification card for the past Two of Cups is the Death card. For some reason, the spiritual you has been missing in action. But I'm kind of thinking here it means the mysterious disappearing act of the true you, the spiritual you, has bothered you, and now you're seeking a new spirituality, a new person, a new you. You want to heal a little bit from some of the past struggles and conflicts. And maybe at some point in time, the Empress and the Two of Cups up in your prospects and your Two of Cups in the past was more indicating more of a sexual passion exploiter. There was some creating and destroying going on here, and I don't know, it's like the Death card here is like the ephemeral nature of our consciousness on our materialistic side has been fragile and broken. And it's kind of like you're desperately seeking you. Some irresistible things were prompted to you, and I think they were more the forbidden fruit and more of an illusion, and some evil things spirited your spiritual reality and self away. And now you're trying to find yourself again. Well, for problems on the bottom, you see the Ten of Swords. Do you think there's been a few problems? Well, yeah. The Ten of Swords is about being betrayed, stabbed in the back. But here I'm kind of feeling more like it's a martyrdom. You felt victimized in a funny way, but I think it's been more of a self-imposed punishment. And the clarification card is another 10 card, is the Ten of Wands. This has been a heavy load for you, and the only two wands in this spread is the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. This is fire energy. And this has fired you up, but the Ten of Wands is saying it's been a lot of responsibility. It's been a heavy load for you to carry all this. You've been walking around with a sack of bricks. So I pulled another clarification card, and you received the Devil. The Prince of Darkness comes into the picture. Ta-da! But he's been causing a kind of a spiritual fear because this temptation has caused some type of personal failure or failure of self. And it's been causing a domino effect as well, where you feel like you've lost yourself. You're imprisoned in the old and not accepting the new. You know, the Death card up there is saying to you, out with the old and in with the new. You know, you have to leave the old behind because the new is avidly seeking its place. And it appears the Devil's the one that sparked this death transformation. It could be an obsession, an addiction, a denial. But then I pulled another clarification card, and it's the Two of Pentacles, the card of decisions, balance, partnership. And I think a lot of the decisions had to do with the Two of Cups of vice versus virtue. There's a lot of yin and yang going on here. I mean, as I mentioned, you know, the Empress is duality. You've got Two of Cups, you've got the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups card actually means decision. You might think it's strange that, like, the mini arcana card for the lovers means decision, but it is. It's about choices and making good choices. Now let's go up and see what's going on in your possibilities, or possibilities for prosperity. The main card is the Death card again. Just in case you missed the other Death card in your past, you're still transforming. Now the Death card in the past, the little clarification card, he's tromping right towards the Six of Cups and the Five of Wands. It's saying he's just going to trample the past and all of the personal struggles and conflicts that you had, and he's going right towards the next Death card. And now the next Death card is heading right towards the clarification card, the Ace of Pentacles. You're given a new lease on life, a new beginning. And it's Pentacles, so it could be wealth, it can also be health. But here it's probably indicating more of a spiritual well-being, a health inside within you. And that's if you are making the right choices. And I've already done the rune reading for Gemini, and it's Hagelos. And it means transformation, change. It literally means hail. But it's like destructive weather that then melts into something good. So I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.